Your schedule to me sounds like you make Elon Musk and Sir Richard Branson like they're retired old guys.
For me, it shows up as activity, not stress.
I believe you own something called 1-800-NO-CUFFS.
1-800-NO-CUFFS, because let's face it, Patrick, no one looks good in handcuffs.
Of course.
Unless you're into that sort of thing. It's their judgment. It's at 1-800-NO-CUFFS. Right now, the Cavanoki Law Firm employs 30-plus people here in California. We're looking at a national rollout there.
All right, so your average week is filled, it's chock full of activity. You're a busy, busy guy.
My entire calendar is blocked out.
Right, you're a hyper type A guy. So for other executives who
Yes.
don't nearly have your schedule and yet they're feeling stressed out,
Yes.
an average week for you is busy wall to wall to wall.
From the moment I get up until the moment I finally go to sleep, the activity is relentless. And for me, that works because I like having a lot of different projects, but I also have experienced that sense of overwhelm where I'll have a moment and say, oh my God, I'm doing this to myself, so I don't get to be a victim, but wow, there's an awful lot to take on. And it's like scheduling time to go to the bathroom during the day, or it really gets to that point. So I know what that feeling.
So, NuCalm.
Yes.
You've been using it for how many weeks now?
It's probably been 8 weeks or so.
Okay.
And what a godsend.
Why?
Because for me, I needed something that would provide structure around the idea of relaxation, meditation. And look, I'm a juris doctor, not a medical doctor, so I can't tell you about the science of it. I just know that it works. And it works because it causes me to take the time I need to just chill out. And it's easy to do, and it's been a daily practice for me. And I've really noticed that it leaves me feeling more centered, more focused, a greater ability to concentrate on the task at hand and not get distracted by shiny objects, because I'm a guy that'll look for squirrels. Squirrel, squirrel. So it's been wonderful in that regard. So it's interesting, I've been using it at night. It's been part of my bedtime ritual, but I was just talking to some other NuCalm users who tell me that they get great results using it in the morning. So I'm really excited about shifting it up and seeing if doing it before work will let me go to work with a greater sense of calm and focus. Because I'm a guy that when the alarm goes off, my head's moving before my feet hit the floor. And anything that I can do that allows me to be calm, focused, and centered is really a win for me. There's a saying, I think, in the military about moving slowly to get more done. And that's really been the experience that I've had in life and in business. And NuCalm helps me fulfill on that. As a serial entrepreneur, that's important.
Do you see any application to your colleagues in the field? Let's say whether it's in media or in the legal profession.
Yeah. Well, lawyers as a population tend to be a stressed out lot. I'm sure we've all experienced that they do tend to suck the fun out of any room. But besides that, there's a lot of work, a lot of stress, and it's a high stakes proposition, especially the work that my firm does, where we're helping people who have been arrested. I mean, let's face it, no one calls a criminal defense lawyer because they're on a winning streak, all right? So something bad's happened, something's hit the fan, and now we're being brought in to help fix that. And by the way, regardless of the kind of law you practice, it usually involves high stakes, money, things that are real emotional drivers, regardless of what it is. As a profession, the legal industry could use to chill out. There's an exceptionally high level of substance abuse in the legal profession, and I think having some other alternative like NuCalm as opposed to Four Fingers or whiskey is a great, great thing.
Because let's face it, all of us are stressed normally, lawyers for sure, and whether it's drugs, alcohol, right, therapy.
Yep.
None of these things are inexpensive. Certainly the first two have detrimental and deleterious effects.
Yeah, NuCalm is a solution to the stress, but most importantly, it's a healthy solution. And it doesn't have the after effects that obviously having a slug of whiskey or whatever your fix may be. NuCalm actually leaves you better off than when you went into it, which is not something you can say about the other ways that people choose to unwind and self-medicate. I would say that for me, it's exercise, NuCalm, and a decent night's sleep. Like that's my troika for success and feeling a good sense of wellness and focus in my job.
That's your trifecta.
That's it. That's my combinoki. I would say to anybody that's considering NuCalm, or really anybody who's looking for a solution for feeling stressed out, overwhelmed, lack of focus, NuCalm for me has been a real win. I would recommend it without hesitation or qualification to anybody.